What's going on, everybody? It's Kyle, and we are at the world-famous Boston Outdoor Library. We're going to go do exactly what Mom told me not to do, judge some books by the cover. Let's go check it out. Like this a lot, like this a lot. This is weird. This is weird enough to be awesome. That's what I'm saying. You got the shapes. It looks like I'm in a church with all the lights off, but it's like the 5 o'clock. So you got the sun beaming, like 5 o'clock in like November when the sun's shining right through. And it's like, I did something wrong, so I'm confessing my sins. But at the same time, I'm getting satisfaction from it and becoming a better person at the same exact time. So I'm like going through this real time warp, real spiritual journey for myself, all in this church. Sacraments of Healing and Vocation, must read. Awesome cover. We're supposed to do another shot, and I like this one so much. It jumped out at me. First of all, color, 10 out of 10. Orange, blue, bam, right in your face.
That's it.
Right there. But the spine is what got me. So I'm thinking right now, what's next? What's next? Joe, what's next? I don't know. Exploring the new terrain for business. This right here is an absolute 100% interest. That's what you need. You need a question that reels you in. Big color. Iman, Kelly, Peter Leiden, and members of the Global Business Network. Fantastic work. This right here, this is it. This is it. Must read. Very interested. Judging books on its cover. Way to go. Alright, yellow's obviously fire. Don Camilo. Also, this is right here. I mean, this is just an old Spanish like war book right here, like a Don Quixote type thing. Just adventure, action, sex, love, lust, everything all in this. It's a good amount. You know, it's not going to be too long. Big words, big font right there, which is huge. This one is definitely interested. Look at that guy. I mean, can you love life any more than Girachichi right there? And his dog? That's it. I mean, I think this trumps this and what's next, 2 must reads. This is how you learn right here. This is a textbook. That's all that is. For both sides. Right, me, just like me. I can be swayed. I'm like Iowa, you know, I can go either way. You give me a good point one side, I'm in. You give me a good point the other side, right there. And that's what my guy Rod L. Evans is doing. For and against. Pros and cons, that's what it's like. That's what life's all about, pros and cons. That gray area, that's where you want to live in. This must read. The Gilded, what does it say? The Gilded Chalet.
That's it.
By Patrag Rooney. That's an unbelievable name right off the bat. They're obviously at a hotel in the middle of the Alps. I'm gonna guess it's in Switzerland, not totally sure. I think that's the Swiss flag, so 2 and 2, that adds up. They're obviously running from something. Something's going on. This looks like maybe a biopic. Is a biopic a book? No, that's a movie. We're gonna use it. A biopic about the Swedish Revolutionary War from 1937. People forget about that. Wikipedia that, it's a real thing. You go on the real pictures, look at this. We got Rizzo, Joyce, Fitzgerald. You know how I like this? All these people, one name only. That means you're important when you only go by one name. Kobe, the soccer player. Pele, the soccer player. Messi, they all go by one name. Importance,
Kobe
one
played
name.
basketball.
Wasn't there a Kobe soccer player? I remember reading Sports Illustrated for kids. But this guy, I mean, must read. I think this has got to be the winner. There's so much going on here. The one names on the back. It's real pictures versus fake pictures. It's a war book. I can't even tell what it is. This one. We're going to go see what the folks have to say around Boston. The Gilded Chalet, or Chal, if you're not French like me. Let's check it out. A lot of buzz. People heard I was coming. People heard we were coming, Joe, so it's loaded up. Saturday, downtown Boston. It's a 10 out of 10. Weather report. It's absolutely beautiful. Let's have some fun. So what we're doing here is we're judging books by their cover. Tell me what you think.
Blind.
Lame?
Blind.
Blind?
Blind.
Klein. All right. I can't help but do my Australian accent. How's your Australian accent?
I think it's bright, but it looks a bit cheap.
Bit cheap. It was only $1.
Oh, well, that's it. There you go.
You judged my book.
So you wrote this?
I wrote it.
Oh.
With the assistance of Patrick Rooney.
You mean Padraig Rooney?
I know what I mean.
I'll take your word for it. It looks like The Shining at Christmas time.
Yeah, I wouldn't read it.
Shining at Christmas time. That's a good description. Where'd you get that hat?
In Boston, actually.
Oh, really? It looks. Did you get it at like the tea station downstairs underneath?
No, it looks that crappy, but I actually got it at Faneuil Hall.
I don't know what's worse. I'm just kidding. Oh, you're a reader. I'll judge your book. You judge my book. Oh,
All right.
what are we wearing it? We're doing that.
Let's. What do you got here, man?
I got. Yeah. Absolutely.
Front cover or back?
Both, the whole thing.
Okay.
That's it.
A little excerpt. Okay. Oh, jeez, look at that. It's a lot to look at here. A little overwhelming. Right. Okay. Looks very intelligent, warming, but cold at the same
I was
time.
gonna say it's in the snow.
Yep, but they look like they've all got a nice cup of cocoa, you know? These guys are ready for the snow. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Looks like you got a good little kind of society going on here in the Grand Hotel. The Swiss Hotel, I noticed.
Swiss.
Yeah, Swiss.
He's the most famous person from Switzerland.
Switzerland. I don't know much about Switzerland.
Roger Federer, the greatest tennis player of all time.
This looks like a pretty good book, my friend.
Good look. All right, my turn to judge
All right,
yours.
there you
This
go.
off the bat looks boring. Like there's not much going on here, but intriguing. Boring but intriguing right here. Stephen King. I've heard about him. This yellow line, it looks like a lightsaber. I'm gonna say spin-off series of Star Wars. Well, folks, that just about does it. Kyle judges book by the cover. It's on the right side. Episode 1 officially. Get this, Joe, in the books. There we go. If you have any ideas for us, hit us up. Let us know. We'll judge anything. Street meat, cars, people. We love judging people. We'll judge whatever you want. Hit us up. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.